Good evening, proletariat! Welcome to Turbo Tuesday. Here at MBT Industries, we are constantly innovating our way to the Yugist revolution. The working duelists of the world can't be led by just anyone, so before we can begin disassembling the oppressive metagame, we need to locate the boss to end all bosses, combing through 20 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! History in the process. As always, we'll give any fledgling leader of the Vanguard a quick once-over, a chance to prove themselves, and a performance review that will determine if they'll be called back to the next round of interviews, or if they'll need some effect adjustment in our re-education facility. Tonight, we have a card that wasn't strong enough for canon, but is strong enough for our hearts. TIMAEUS, the Knight of Destiny. Before we check out today's corporate stooge, however, a word about our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck, the best online site for database searching, deck building, and strategy articles, all conveniently located at www.ygoprodeck.com. Now let's take a look at that resume. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending the above cards you control to the graveyard. You do not use polymerization. Unaffected by other cards' effects. Once per battle, if this card battles, during damage calculation, quick effect, you can make this card's attack and defense become equal to the attack of the monster on the field with the highest attack, your choice if tied. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 3 legendary knight monsters from your hand, deck, or graveyard, ignoring their summoning conditions. Okay, that's extremely good. Like, game-endingly good. It reminds me of Zushin, just less of an absolute disaster to summon. We'll try you in Dark Warrior again, but I've learned a thing or two since our last unaffected Bungus with battle protection. Most importantly, we'll listen to chat and loop deep-seated for hand size. With that, we should be able to deck out our opponent, all comfortably behind the luscious ass of this purple punching bag. So with that, let's send our leader to the Edo Pro ladder. So it's time for our performance review, and our opponent's playing Onomot. Go learn your ABCs and Duel Links. We're going to lead with a copy of Neospace Connector, summoning a Neospace and Aqua Dolphin from deck, which we will use to link summon a copy of Isold. We'll activate Isold's effect, adding a Blue Mountain Butterspy to hand before activating her second effect, summoning a copy of Armageddon Knight from deck. We'll activate the effect of Armageddon Knight, sending a copy of Plague Spreader Zombie to the graveyard, whose effect we will activate to summon itself from the graveyard and make a Hauka Fibrex. From here, we'll summon a copy of Red Rose Dragon from hand, sometimes you draw 'em, and get a copy of White Rose Dragon from deck. We'll activate the effect of Power Tool and get ourselves a copy of DDR. We'll activate Phoenix Blade's effect in graveyard, then DDR back this copy of Armageddon Knight, which we banish before firing off Armageddon Knight's effect again for a copy of Zephyros. Stop me if you've seen this before. From here, we'll return the copy of DDR to hand, activate the graveyard effect of Phoenix Blade again, and bring back this Armageddon Knight one final time for a copy of Summoner Monk. We'll go into Dugaris and summon back this Summoner Monk, and now let's start chaining them together. We're going to go from Summoner Monk into Summoner Monk to go into an Entis and activate the graveyard effect of Phoenix Blade, so we can activate the second Summoner Monk for a Rescue Ferret. From here, we can overlay for an Alimbertion and activate its effect for 4, so we can add from our deck to our hand. Ooh, legend. We're going to go ahead and activate Rescue Ferret to get a copy of Tracer, a Valkyrie, and a key. Garden Rose Maiden is next. We'll Synchro Summon her and add a black card in hand so we can go into Lib. We'll activate Lib's effect to set a copy of World Legacy Succession. That's going to bring back the Valkyrie we summoned, Shesta, whose effect we will activate to summon a copy of Funfft from deck. We're going to bin one of the 3 legendary spells before bringing back the Red Rose Dragon with the graveyard effect of Garden Rose Maiden and Synchro summoning a copy of Coral Dragon. From here, we'll go into Linkross and summon 2 tokens, summoning tokens to our opponent's side of the field in the process. They end up with 2 roses, which is, what do you know, just enough to activate the second effect of Black Garden, tribute both of them to get a Tracer, and Synchro summon a second Coral. From here, we can overlay for a copy of Beatrice, and we have 1 more to go. We'll activate Curious's effect, send the final of the legendary dragon spells, and fire off Legend of Heart, getting rid of this Curious for all 3 legendary knights. From here, we'll contact Fuse into TIMAEUS and wish our opponent good luck. They're going to lead with a copy of Mothman, a little late for that. They'll draw a card and activate Automatopoeia. They drew a Utopic. They'll normal summon a copy of Dodo Dwarf Go-Go Glove and summon a Utopic Automatopoeia, and special summon a copy of Zubaba Bancho Gaga Coat, summoning a Dodo Dwarf Go-Go Glove from graveyard. They'll go into a double, activating its effect to get a double or nothing and overlay for Utopia Kaiser. They'll activate Zubaba Bancho. God, it feels like I'm in Duel Links all over again. They'll special a Gaga Magician and go into Utopia Prime, so... Wait a minute. Whoa, hold the phone. How exactly does this interact with our card? No! Stop the camera. Well, we're back, and the end of that game has been deemed unnecessary to party leaders, and as a result, unsafe for viewing. How did Darts' worst nightmare perform? Let's check our super scientific metrics above. I'm giving this Zushin in disguise a 1 in terms of consistency. This is miserably difficult to summon, as this deck should prove. I'm giving this polymerizationless Polycule a 1 in terms of investment. Honestly, if I was darts, I'd be feeling pretty good about my chances. I'm giving this proof that some infinities are larger than others a 3 in terms of payoff. Obviously, it pales in comparison to Utopia, but other than that, what's beating this card? That said, my final verdict is a pass on TIMAEUS. Jillian, call Kaiba. It's time to exterminate the souls of the Dweeb Patrol.